Hi, friends, and welcome to my daily diary. Today, I'm going to cover what I did from morning to night from Tuesday, May 30th through Thursday, June 1st of 2023. So, Tuesday, May 30th, here in the office early in the morning, and it was a day of administrative meetings. So every once in a while, our key administrative associates, our vice chairman and our executive director, meet with me for an extended amount of time. We evaluate how projects are going. We look at future projects. We make all kinds of plans. We make sure that this ministry is functioning properly with you in mind, with the unborn in mind, with the goal in mind to be as efficient as possible in assisting you to defend the unborn. So we met starting with an early breakfast meeting and at a local restaurant and then continued meeting here at the office throughout the day. Our meetings went from about 8 in the morning until about 4:30 in the afternoon. At 11:15 in the morning, we had a Zoom meeting with an outside advisor, and then we went out to a restaurant for lunch, and then at 2:30 we had a call with our media firm and had a good meeting with them as well. So productive meetings throughout the course of the day. Now, early in the morning prior to that, and then during the breaks, and then at the end of the meeting, I had to do a lot of work with emails and at my desk and phone calls, dealing with the following kinds of things. Plans regarding the Council for National Policy, a leadership group that we belong to. Getting a list of the nation's most active pro-life deacons over to a colleague who's doing a deacons initiative. We have Deacons for Life as well. Getting a photo of one of my recent awards over to our web team. Approving the article to go out in the Filipino Catholic, which carries our items each month. Working with the data team and preparing for an update meeting with them. Approving a fax to go out to all the Catholic parishes across the country, approving the newsletter teaser, communication with the Trump campaign, looking at upcoming Face the Truth tours. These are tours where people hold signs of aborted babies to educate and awaken the conscience of the public. Some communication with Jack Posobiec's team. He had interviewed me recently. And approval of the e-letter to go out for the Silent No More campaign, of which I am pastoral director, and in which newsletter I write a column each month. Later that night, Tuesday the 30th, after having a quick dinner, I did an 8 p.m. live broadcast actually, I didn't have dinner before that. I worked at my desk getting updates from the staff and whatnot, doing paperwork, did the 8 p.m. live broadcast, and then went out for a later dinner at one of the local restaurants. That was Tuesday the 30th. While I was out there, then I was having a phone call with another member of our administrative team for some updates and plans. Wednesday the 31st of May, up early at my desk and also doing things related to the scheduling of administrative meetings, the Legacy of Life book that's coming out later in June, highlighting various pro-life leaders. Pregnancy center visit locally, planning for that. Communications with a Christian foundation that supports pro-life work. Plans for upcoming trips, approval and preparation of the upcoming newsletter. Working with Father Terry Gensimer, who is the newest member of our pastoral team. Our pastoral team keeps expanding. Approval of a letter to our high donors. Approval of a video to be posted about my recent award from Bot Radio Network, given at the National Religious Broadcasters. Contacts with various staff people and giving them information to follow up with different leaders that I met at the recent Broadcasters Convention. Some communication with CareNet in regard to their statement of faith, which is fine for Catholics to sign because they're not asking Catholics to deny their faith. Giving some guidance to the website team in regard to our pages about our newsletters on the website, signing some letters to our highest donors, and then also revising and approving the texts of the various thank you letters and emails that will go out during the month of June. Then, let's see, as that day went on, the 31st, I had a meeting with our social media director and street activism director at 10:30. Had a meeting with the social media and video department at 11. Let's see, had a quick lunch, work at my desk, a meeting with the various departments that follow up on contacts that we make when we're out on a trip. So it might be a political contact, so our political coordinator is there in the meeting. It might be a media invitation, so our communications director is in the meeting. It might be a correspondence issue. Our correspondence associate is in the meeting. So we have this interdepartmental meeting, and we give them all the information about the people they need to follow up on, so that when we had a conversation at a conference or something, we make sure that that person hears from us if we were talking about something that we needed to send them or that we want to do together. Fruitful meeting, more desk work, more staff interactions, end of day updates, and at the end of the evening, I had a call with one of our administrative team members, an update call, and updated the thank you texts that as I mentioned before. And then I had 2 live broadcasts in the evening, one at 8 o'clock with Praying for America, and then I took a little preparation time in between, and then went on live again at 9 o'clock and did an evening broadcast on the topic of the upcoming first anniversary of the Dobbs decision that overturned Roe v. Wade, and the 5 things we need to keep in mind about that decision as this anniversary approaches. We'll be doing a lot of education on those points in the coming weeks. Thursday, June 1st, a busy day at the office, and starting with some morning activities, morning administrative phone calls. As always, I have one about 7:45. And then let's see, I had the all staff briefing at 8:30, then 9:15, a meeting with our technology department, 9:30, a meeting with our social media department, 10:30, a meeting with our video editor. Meanwhile, doing some work at my computer in terms of following up on certain contacts, preparing with Alveda King for the observance of Juneteenth. That's on June the 19th, federal holiday now. 11 o'clock had a promotional meeting, which means that we looked at upcoming trips, and again, in an interdepartmental way with our website department, our email department, our communications department, talking about, okay, we're having upcoming trips of different members of our pastoral team. How do we get the word out? And how do we capture that event furthermore on video and social media? So we had a planning meeting for that at 11. At 12, as I was having lunch, I had a meeting with our data team. Other email things I had to take care of have to do with the Day of Remembrance coming up in September, which I was a key founder of that project, the changing of the spots that you hear. If you call into our office and you're put on hold, you'll hear my voice in different radio spots. Vans for Life, communication with the leader of that, and communication with Alveda King, our board member and senior advisor, about her upcoming trips for Priests for Life. At 1 o'clock, I went down to the blood donation center, as I normally do, for a blood donation. Came back from that, had a meeting with our communications director at about 2:45 in regard to a book that we are finalizing about the impact of Priests for Life. Had some communications with our team about hiring a new person for the TV studio. We're continuing to hire for different positions. At 3 o'clock, I had a meeting with, with various administrative and other staff in regard to the broadcasting schedule for the month of June. We went over that at 3 o'clock. Some email work in regard to the upcoming pilgrimage that Janet is helping to lead to the Shrine of Our Lady of Guadalupe. Worked on some opinion pieces, and as well as giving approval to our upcoming newsletter and our outgoing email appeal letters. Then at 4:30, I was in the TV studio and had a taping of a program where we interviewed two of our staff members. Together with me was our executive manager, and then we interviewed Judy and Elizabeth from our gift entry department. That was a nice conversation. We like to let you in behind the scenes and meet our Priests for Life staff, and we consider ourselves a family. Right after that taping at 5 o'clock, I went into the gift entry department and they gave me an update on the monthly pledgers. We're so grateful to those that make a commitment to give to our ministry each and every month. I had a quick meeting with a potential new employee, and also had to stop into the TV studio to make some preparations for broadcasting, and then had a quick dinner, and then a conversation with Mark from our administrative team for an update at the end of the day. Took my daily walk while doing that, and that concluded the 1st of June. So that's what I did from May 30th through June 1st of 2023. Thanks for following these daily updates, and we will talk to you soon.